Hi guys, I'm Thilekaratne and welcome to My Fit Life. I am the co-founder of Fitness Island and also Sri Lanka Fitness Expo. So today I thought it will be a great opportunity for me to discuss a few things about how my fitness lifestyle has helped me in my entrepreneur career and also how it has helped me with my personal fitness lifestyle. So I'm here to discuss a few details with you all. So I've been training for almost 8 years now. This starts with a bit of my background when I started playing rugby for college. I was one of the kids who were quite underweight and wanted to, since rugby is more of a physical sport, I wanted to put on a bit of weight, and I think that's where my fitness journey starts. So it goes back to college when we were playing for the school rugby team, almost close to 8 to 9 years now. The best part about training is, I think, it's probably pushing yourself beyond that comfort zone. I think that's what's my favorite part about the workout is, or training is, because it really takes a lot of effort to turn up in the gym constantly and push your body. I think that whole feeling of working out and pushing yourself to do things that you have not done before, or really pushing yourself every time you come to the gym, that's probably my favorite part about the workout. I think the biggest mistake anyone would make at the gym is probably not being consistent. I think that's the biggest mistake, because I think what's important is actually getting started. And people always, I think a lot of people try to overthink it on how they could have done things different ways. Overthinking is where they go wrong. So I think that's probably the biggest mistake people make. So what matters is just getting started and continuing it from there. Supplement itself is a topic that I think is very misunderstood in Sri Lanka. We run a store where we sell supplements, so we kind of understand how people have a huge misconception about supplements. I think it's only as good as your nutrition. As the word itself suggests, it's supplementary. So if you're not a person who pays a lot of attention to your food, the whole sources where you get your proteins, carbs and fats and things like that, if you're not paying attention to your food as the primary source, then I think supplementation is not as important, because it is only as good as your nutrition is. So when selecting a supplement, there are a lot of things that factor in, like what your body type is, what your training methods are, and what you really expect out of the supplement. So for example, if you're looking for a protein powder, and you just need to make sure that you are still getting your initial protein through food before going for a supplement. And if you're not getting enough protein sources through your daily foods, then supplements, because it's not anything magical. I think a lot of people have a misconception where they think it's a magical product, but the truth is it's only as good as your food. So I would again prioritize your whole foods more, and supplementation will probably come after that as an important element. Personally, for me, my meal plans would be based on what my goal is. So it's important to understand when making a meal plan what your goal is. For example, if you're someone on a weight loss, you need to, your meal plan needs to reflect a calorie deficit. In simple terms, this is finding how much of calories you need a day and making sure you're eating under that. So it really matters about what your goal is, and based on that, so it depends on what phase I'm in. If I'm trying to gain weight, which I will do the opposite, so that's a calorie surplus. So when calorie surplus, it's eating about a lot of food, eating in excess. And as opposed to what I said before, if you're someone who wants to lose weight, it'll be the opposite. So how I select my meal plan is based on what phase I am. So if I'm trying to lose, it'll be on a deficit where I'll be eating less quantities in total, and if I'm trying to gain a bit of weight, it'll be probably on a surplus. Do I find it difficult to bring myself to the gym? Yes, I think the truth is there are days where you just feel like don't turning up. It's not always every day you wake up in the morning and be like, you're excited to go to the gym. There are days and there are various factors which will obviously factor into it. So to answer that question, probably yes, there are days I find it really difficult to go. But I would say on the majority, it's something which I look forward to. So majority of the days I will turn up at the gym But of course, then if there is a day where I'm not feeling too great, I wouldn't hesitate to take a rest either. How do I balance my gym with work life? The advantage I think I have is my career is around health and fitness, because we run a health and fitness store, we run a content curation platform. Because of that, that's probably my advantage. So balance actually comes pretty easy because I personally need myself to be fit. So finding that balance actually has not been tough in my circumstance. What's my aspiration when it comes to fitness is personally, of course, as an individual, I probably want to be better than what I was yesterday. For me, it comes through the form of, it could be even lifting heavier weights, or could be just being more overall fit, overall more agile, and overall having more strength. That probably will be my personal. But if not on the scope of work, I think we want to look forward to expanding our store and also bringing in, doing more content for fitness related content. Yes, I think we have, so targets kind of depend every year. I think for the last 2-3 years, which in my fitness career industry, I think we have reached target. Sri Lanka Fitness Expo being our highest, where we managed to gather 4,000 to 5,000 fitness enthusiasts on one particular day for an expo, where it was a lot of knowledge base and a very fun field kind of this. That's probably where we've reached targets. But again, as for targets, it changes every year, and hopefully we can do more next year. Regarding to motivation to work out, I think as I said before also, motivation, to be honest, doesn't really last. I don't think anyone wakes up every morning feeling motivated and wanting to work out. So it's about finding something more than motivation. It's about finding why you are trying to do what you're trying to do. Ideally set a few short-term goals. I think the best way to go at it is setting short-term goals. It can be regarding weight training. It can be regarding your strength. Whatever it is, it's a matter of setting short-term goals. And once you achieve that, I think that itself will motivate you to go and keep continuing, because if not, motivation is something that doesn't come every day. But if you are achieving your goals, if you turn up every day, it's a lot about consistency. Once you become consistent, it will become a habit. So again, the most important part is building up a habit. Consistently have a habit, and you will probably be motivated in that way every day. Here to get my morning workout in, come join in. Foam rolling is kind of an important way to get, if you have any tightened up muscles, to kind of loosen up. I'm at High Octane Fitness, here to get my morning workout in. Come join in. Hi guys, I'm just about to get my lower body workout in, so I'm probably gonna stretch first, because if you're training lower body, it's very important that you stretch first. So just gonna get some foam rolling done. So foam rolling is kind of an important way to get, if you have any tightened up muscles, to kind of loosen up. But once you're done with foam rolling, you can go to your normal stretching routine. Hi guys, so I kind of like to get my workout started on the treadmill. Regardless of what body muscle I'm training, it's important to kind of get warmed up, start sweating. It's also kind of opportunity for you to kind of think of what the workout you're going to do. So ideally get a treadmill walking for about 10 minutes. Should be an ideal warm-up. One thing I like to do is kind of up the incline on this and keep the space kind of moderate. That way it kind of really, it's a difficult walk for you to go. That kind of accelerates your heart rate. What's important is to get warmed up, get your entire body warmed up, because also, as I said before, this gives you an opportunity for you to think what you're going to do in the next hour, what you're going to train, and how you're going to do all the exercises. So it's a good start for a workout and a good way to get warmed up. So after about 10 minutes on the incline treadmill, and after you stretch your muscles and you're warmed up and ready to go, I personally prefer to start with an isolated exercise. The reason being that kind of helps me connect with my muscling, that kind of helps me to have a mind-muscle connection, we call it. It's again just a warm-up sets. We do about 4 sets of warm-up on your leg extensions before going to heavy compound movements like the squats, leg press and etc. So we'll get started with the leg extensions. So we are just on to our second set. Again, it's important, remember this is just a warm-up. So you don't really max out and go all the way out. You keep to a moderate weight where you can really squeeze your muscle and kind of start feeling the muscle that you're going to be training. So we're on to our second set. We will be looking to do about 4 sets of warm-up, and then we'll jump into our compound movements. So we're done with our 4 sets here. We're done with our warm-up, and I think now we're ready to start our workout. First one's going to be a compound movement, which is a squat, which is one of the most essential exercises for any lower body training routine. So we'll jump into that. So after a set of extensions, we're going to jump into our squats. First we do one set just with the bar, because we need to get your technique right, your momentum, and then once you're ready, you jump into your sets based on how many sets you want to do. If I'm looking at doing about 4 to 5 sets, so start with 2 plates of 45 pounds and then get started with the workout. So just on to our second set, we're going to increase the weight. It's important that you increase the weight because your body tends to adapt to what you're doing. So make sure you're giving more resistance. So second set is going to be about 180 pounds, and then before we move on to heavier weights. So just finishing up squats, I think one important thing to remember about squats is not to use momentum. A lot of people with their squats use a lot of momentum. Again, if you're a strength training athlete, it's fine. But if you're someone who's trying to tone or build, it's important you maintain your momentum during your squat. Just finish up with that. So we're going to head to some lunges next. So after about 4 to 5 sets of squats, going to jump into a set of walking lunges. This will really test out your quads, your hamstrings. It's a very good compound movement. So I'm going to pick a weight to start my first set. That was a set of walking lunges. It's very important to get the technique right on that. One thing you need to focus on is getting that depth and also controlling your movement. Again, not using momentum, controlling the movement so that you feel the muscle that you're working on. After a few sets of walking lunges, now I'm going to jump into some dumbbell step-ups. So this is also for your quads, glutes, hamstrings. This exercise kind of targets all your lower body muscle parts. Just finishing up with my lower body workout. But before I'm going to finish my workout, I thought I'll do a HIIT circuit. High intensity interval training is basically predominantly a routine you do more towards if you want to do a bit of fat burning or burn some excess calories. So what we're going to do is I've picked 3 exercises, and I'm going to do 1 minute on and then 30-second rest, 1 minute on, 30-second rest. So when you're done with your first 1 minute of the exercise, you get a rest of 30 seconds. You kind of time your 30-second rest, and then once your 30 seconds done, you move on to the second exercise, and again you do that for a minute. 30-second rest, and you repeat that circuit about 3 times, and that will kind of get your heart rate up, and it's a, as I said, a good way to finish your workout.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house.
I'm ready to do my last set. That's going to be some mountain climbers, essentially targeting your core, and I'm going to do that for 1 minute. So that was my last one, and depending on how far you come on a fitness journey, you can do 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, and really test out your strength. So once you're done with that, that's probably going to wrap up my workout, and I'm just going to head down and warm down and stretch. Just finishing my workout. It's time to get some food. So heading down to Cauldron Cafe to get my post-workout meal. Just finished up my workout, and now here at Cauldron on Stratford Avenue. So this is a very tasty dish. As I said before, it's one of my personal favorites. Extra protein requirement, you can use that, and then also we have energy products. Just finished up my workout, and now here at Cauldron on Stratford Avenue. Probably gonna get my post-workout meal in. Hello. So just looking at my options here, this is one of my favorite dishes here, which is a Tuscan chicken rice. So you got we got creamy chicken with steamed rice and grilled vegetables, which is always a good option after a workout. So this is the meal I picked as my post-workout. So if you have a look, it has carbs, close to about 100 grams of rice, and then we got some chicken, which is protein. So post-workout, I think you need to get your carbs and your proteins. A lot of people have this scare about carbs, but after a workout you're tired, so you need your carbs to refeed your body. And then of course you have the vegetables as well. So this is quite a balanced meal to have after a workout as a post-workout meal. So this is a very tasty dish. As I said before, it's one of my personal favorites. The chicken, the rice. So as you again look at it, it's a very balanced meal. The ideal amount of carbs, ideal amount of proteins, and also your veggies, which you obviously need as well. And of course, as I said, it's a very tasty dish. So the post-workout meal is actually an ideal time for you to eat something that you like, because you're after state of working out where your body has kind of expanded its energy. So it's a good time for you to, even if you have a sugar craving, again under control and knowing what you need, it's a good time to enjoy something you like, and hence post-workout meal is actually very important. And as I said before, make sure it's balanced, make sure you have your carbs, have your proteins. Protein probably being the most essential because it's what you need to repair your muscles. So the meal should reflect on that. Just finished my post-workout meal. Big thanks to Cauldron also for this particular dish. It's really tasty. And after my meal, I'm just going to head down to the Fitness Island store to show you guys around. Hi guys, welcome to Fitness Island store. This store I'll show you guys around. Come on in. Fitness Island, essentially we are looking at catering all different kind of fitness products. Anything that need to go to a gym, we try to cover here. So if you have a look, we have all gym accessories ranging from gym belts to lifting straps, wrist straps and all of that. That's where we, if you need even for resistant bands, anything that you need accessories wise, we have it at Fitness Island store. Also if you look nutrition product wise, this is probably one of our main products. You can see we have different brands of nutrition products or formerly known as supplements, protein powders to energy to recovery. We have all of that as well. I think I told in my earlier segment also about supplements. These are supplementary to your food. So if you have good nutrition and you still need to get for your additional nutrition sources, we have different types of products. So for example, protein powder being the most common. So all these are different brands of protein powder for someone who wants to get some additional extra support or extra protein requirement. You can use that. And then also we have energy products. So if you're someone who generally feels a little tired or needs an extra boost before your workout, we recommend to go on we call these pre-workouts, different products just give you that additional extra energy you need. And then also we have recovery products. Again, as I said, these are only supplementary. These are things that go hand in hand with your daily intake of food. Nothing magical, but it also really helps you if you are in short of your nutrition. So these are quick, easy ways of getting your daily nutrition in. So apart from the nutrition products and our accessories, we also got a range of activewear. This is ideally we're looking at for men's tanks, t-shirts or even shorts for your training, and also for women's we have leggings, tank tops as well. So just like our nutrition range, accessory range, we also do a full range of clothing, activewear. So if you need anything for your workout, we got all the full range of activewear here as well. That sums up my episode with My Fit Life. Huge thank you to Hi TV crew for giving me this opportunity to do this episode. Before I wrap up again, as I said before, what's important is getting started. Don't overthink. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You can get started today. And I hope you learned something on this episode. And if there's any doubt or any fitness product related, anything you need to know, you can always message our platform on Instagram and Facebook at Fitness Island. And hopefully see you guys soon.